Nilsson. Byron, thanks for coming in this morning so early and again, dressing so formally. We really appreciate that.
Well, I figured instead of trying to get up, why don't I just stay up?
There you go, right? Get it going from the whole day you start early. Can you tell us what attendees can expect at this marvelous party that you're throwing here with Kogut and Porter?
Well, it's going to be an array of songs by Kogut and Porter, but some of the more unusual songs, and particularly some funny songs. And then I have written a continuity about my own experience discovering them as a teenager. About the same time I was discovering girls.
Gotcha, okay.
And completely inarticulate at the time, hoping I could express my adoration through song. Doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work?
Never worked, no.
What drew you to that music initially when you were younger?
Lyrics, I think.
Yeah.
I was so impressed by the wordplay that writers like Kogut and Porter and Irving Berlin and Frank Lesser and the like could do. You know, then the music was just a bonus.
Yeah, that's great. So the dynamic between you and Malcolm Kogut, am I saying that correctly? Why does that keep audiences coming back, do you think?
We have no idea.
Really?
And it's not just that, it's what keeps them staying after intermission. That's, you know, most impressive.
Well, that's good, though, that they stay. You got good audience retention, so that's
Malcolm and I have worked together for nearly 40 years now, so it's a very easygoing partnership.
That's great, that's great. And you're a Capital Region native, so what makes ringing the New Year in Albany with the music that you grew up loving, what is that meaning to you? It's got to be a special event.
You know, I'm still trying to impress girls, in this case, my wife and daughter.
Oh, there you go.
And that seems to be working. You know, I got advice many years ago when I was starting out contemplating this way of living.
Sure.
In order to succeed as a creative artist, the best thing you can do is marry somebody with a full-time job and health benefits.
There you go, that's good.
My first wife didn't agree.
Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But
well, the second one's hanging in.
Okay, it seems like things are working out, so that's good.
Yep.
So if viewers want to attend and have a great New Year's Eve out and a unique night out with you and the performances, where can they go? What are the details on the cabaret for New Year's Eve?
Go to either my website, songstoamuse.com, or more directly, Steamer 10s, which is Steamer 10 Theater, spelt RE.org.
And that's at 7 p.m. Tickets $20 to $25. We got the information up on the screen.
Oh, you didn't need me at all.
Well, we absolutely needed you because this has been fascinating and very entertaining. And I appreciate hearing about your journey to finding this music. And again, I'm glad it all worked out for you in the end, I guess, huh?
Yeah, everything but money.
All right. Well, we'll work on that, I guess.
Yes.
And New Year's Eve, we can pretend it's the 1920s and we all have a lot of money before the stock crash.
That's what I do.
Right? There you go. That's a good strategy. Thank you very much. This has been entertaining. We're going to have more from Byron in the next half hour over on the CW15. In the meantime, though, we're going to send you to break with a performance of Byron as he sings Farming by Cole Porter.
I have to look at me?
Here we go. Well, you don't have to, but we're going to enjoy it. Let's take a look.
Here's a bit of news that's quite a shocker, proving Mother Nature still has charm. Quoting Mr. Charlie Knickerbocker, get in the swim and buy a farm. Acres of alfalfa, fields of clover, suddenly enchant our top who's who. So the moment all this row is over, what say if we go hayseed-do for farming? That's the passion, farming. That's the fashion of our great celebrities of today. Kit Cornell is shelling peas. Lady Mendel's climbing trees. Dear Mae West is at her best in the hay. Singing
In the spirit of the 1920s as we head into 2026. So joining us this morning to tell us about a New Year's Eve cabaret show is Capital Region performer Byron Nilsson. Byron, thanks so much for waking up early, for dressing up for us. We appreciate it. I'm glad we got to play that clip going into the commercial break so folks can get a taste of kind of the unique nature of what they can expect. And what can people expect if they decide to join you for New Year's Eve?
Well, I'm afraid it's going to be more like that. But it will be, oh gosh, like 20 songs by Noël Coward or Cole Porter, who were friends and actually ribbed one another in some of their songs. But I'm concentrating on some of the funnier ones to tie in with the narrative of myself discovering those and just falling in love with the wit and dynamicism of it.
I think when people like music from a certain era, I really like 80s music, for example, and I wish I was alive in the early part of the 80s. Do you ever think like, oh, during that time, to be there when that music was new and how people enjoyed it? You're trying to bring that to people now, but do you ever kind of wish, you could go back to maybe simpler times when that stuff was first written?
I was alive in the early 80s.
Yes. Well, not the early 80s, but speaking to your taste.
But
yes, the 1920s.
I'm the one, if I'm watching a 30s movie with my family, I'm pointing out this refers to Llewellyn Parsons. There was a feud between them, that sort of trivia.
That's very cool. That's very cool. And the dynamic between you and Malcolm Kogut, that keeps audiences coming out. That's obviously a fun thing. What is it about that dynamic that you think really resonates with folks?
People have compared us to Penn and Teller insofar as Malcolm never speaks.
Okay.
As we're performing, but it's a great. We've been performing for nearly 40 years together, but during rehearsals, he's so funny. He's far funnier than I could ever hope to be.
Really?
Can't get him to talk when we're on the, in front of an audience.
I see, because you're pretty funny, so I'd almost like to hear him, but it sounds like I might not ever get the chance there.
Well, you have to come to a rehearsal.
Okay, we'll have to come to a rehearsal. So you're a Capital Region native. It's got to be special to be able to share your interests and discuss it along with people here in the area that you're from.
Well, like you said, it's for me, I grew up discovering the 20s and 30s, the music, the movies, the books, and so on. Didn't make for much of a social life, but at least I was amassing this great cultural wellspring that I can now burst forth with, I suppose.
Absolutely. That's a great way to sell it. And it's great, too, because we got the information for the event on the screen there. So if viewers want to attend this, where can they go? We see there it's at 7 p.m.
Yes.
What's some of the key information here?
Let's go to the website. You see the address there, and it will send you to a page where you can buy the tickets.
Awesome. All right.
Or if you were like me, you'd find a way to just sneak in.
Yes, there you go, right? Do it that way. Well, this has been thoroughly entertaining. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the black tie affair here, giving a little New Year's Eve promotion.
And black tie is optional.
Optional?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so we've got options. And